Grimwade gang, it is that time. I've had baby number 7 and I'm going to talk about this a little bit more later on in the video, but it's earlier than usual, but that'll be for later, so make sure you stick around. But it's time for her to start trying some food for the first time.
We the Grimwades, welcome to the show. Spreading good vibes, gonna let everybody know. There's a window to our lives, so watch everybody grow. And everybody's welcome, from the royals to the pros. Yeah, love and checking out the journey. Big fam, couple guys, couple girlies. We're spreading happiness from early. Subscribe to the vibe, you heard me?
Oh my days.
I wonder, do you feel it too? Magic between me and you, the way that you make me feel. You wonder if I feel the same, the blood's rushing through your veins. And then when I say your name,
That's actually quite yummy. It's time for somebody to start their weaning process. Alright kids, I've prepared some food for her and it is this baby rice, and I always stick with this Actimel brand just because that's what I've used with all of my children and they haven't had any stomach issues with it or anything like that, so I like Actimel. This is not sponsored or anything, it's just literally to let you know what I use. This is the baby rice and I've just, because it's just the plain flavour, I've just mixed some actual banana in with it, and I literally just cut up some banana and mashed it up. Sometimes I also just chew it just to make sure it's ultra smooth. Yes, I know you could use a blender, but just get the blender out, plug it in, and do all that, wash up. Just use your mouth, innit? So it's your child. Innit, you love it, guys, if I chew up food for you and put it in your mouth?
No.
You used to love it as a child. Any time I was eating my food, you'd be coming up once you was that age trying to get food, and I'd literally, babe, I'd just chew it up for him and put it in his mouth, and I sometimes actually used to feed him like a bird, and I'd literally put it from my mouth straight into his mouth, which now he'd be like
oh, now I don't like anyone to put in their hands even on my thing, so
Or eat from the same fork.
oh yeah.
oh, you guys, you're siblings. I used to be like that with my
Funny thing is
siblings.
they got it from you.
I know they did. I'd be like, I'm not touching that if it's gone in anybody else's mouth. But yes, back to Halo Monet's food. She sat there like, I am ready.
Yeah.
You ready, Pops?
Ready, girl.
Oh,
While
yeah.
she's sitting there, do you think you girls can put this bib on her?
Yes.
She has a new bib to try and protect her clothes, although we know when it comes time to feed, it's going to go everywhere, isn't it? But it's all good. We can but try and protect the clothes. I've also, in case she doesn't like this baby rice and banana, I've also picked up a this Piccolo Organic Blushing Berries, Pear and Banana. Now, I know that a lot of, oh sorry, we got questions. Yes, guys?
Why didn't you use the Ella's Kitchen one?
Aha, because literally, usually, talking about brands, I usually go for the Ella's Kitchen one just because it's got my name on it, and all the kids have used those ones, but they didn't have any in stock when I went to Tesco yesterday, so we went with Piccolo. And I have heard of this brand as well. You know, you like to go with what you've seen and kind of what you're familiar with, but I had heard of this one, so I thought, let's try this. What I was going to say was, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, let's, you should use savoury to start off with, but I've always like done fruit like to start off with, because I'm like, it's a new thing and they're probably going to like the fruit more than like the potato stuff or what have you, but do what works for you. This works for us, guys. We are going to go over to her feeding chair and we're going to feed her some of this baby rice, some of this sachet, and I've just got a little cup of this here for her as well. Right, yo, gorgeous girl.
She puts in the yummy food.
The yummy food, she's making space. All right, would you like to put her in her chair?
Come on, let's place the queen in her chair.
And you know what, guys? I think we're going to make this. Mummy's going to give up some of her mothering duties. It's a big deal for me. But because it's our last baby, I swear I've said this like 5 times, I'm going to let Daddy do the honours of feeding her first mouthful, okay?
Hello. Daddy gonna feed you. Yay!
Oh, she's got her eyes fixated on the bowl, so let's get on with it.
Hello, Grimwade gang. Hope you're well. And apparently, I get the privilege of giving Halo Monet her first mouthful of food. So, let's see how that is going to go.
Getting ready. Oh, she's ready.
It's coming, I promise. It's coming. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see what we've got. Right, young lady. Here we go. How much? Yeah, let's try this one. Are we ready? Are we steady? She's looking like, is it nice?
She's like, guys, what do you think?
Guys, what do you think? Is it a good thing?
Is it good? Yeah.
She's gonna obviously have a bit of a sucking motion, isn't she? Because
Yeah, was that nice?
Is that yummy? Can you taste that?
Oh, I can smell it. It smells nice. Bit more?
Ooh, she's tasting it. She's tasting it. Obviously,
And now, I'm just literally just putting it like to her lips
Yeah.
to see what she wants to do with it.
Okay.
This is not the get it perfectly in. It's not a force feed, and it's also not a get it perfectly in her mouth and don't spill any. It's no problems.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
because what do they tend to do when they first start feeding? Because obviously they're used to drinking. What was that, Hosanna?
They start sucking it.
That's absolutely right.
Precisely.
She's really at a kind of a like,
Yeah.
Is it good?
Open up.
Is it good, darling? Is it good? Yeah!
Yeah, you like it.
Favourite
Yeah,
smell.
she's like, and I don't know if you can see, but she's got her hand on my hand, like she's dictating when I push it away or when it stays there.
We can see your hand just.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
bless you.
look, she likes it.
Very excited.
Yeah, she's liking it, I think.
Look at it.
Oh, look.
Oh.
You see that? There was a bit of a like, oh, come back here. Yeah. Is that nice?
Good, Papa.
Mummy, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I was just thinking how I'm feeling. I'm a bit like, oh, my baby's eating food.
Come,
for
you
the
do
first
some.
time.
You
Okay.
do some,
All right, I'll feed
yeah?
her
But
some.
thank you for the honour. I truly appreciate it.
Hello, baby girl. It's mummy's time to feed you. Yeah. We don't usually do it like this, do we? So guys, the reason now, as I was saying before, I was going to talk a bit more on this. The reason, oh good girl, the reason I'm trying to actually wean her is because it's been a bit different this time around compared to all the others. Girl, all the others, I've literally breastfed them until they were 1. I think with Hallie being the exception, I think she did actually start on bottles a bit sooner. But at the moment, my breast milk does not seem to be filling Halo up enough.
And how do you feel about that, though? Because I've heard that can be quite an emotional thing.
Precisely. Like, I think the first time I kind of realised, okay, I'm not actually producing enough milk for her. And I don't really know why, because I'm doing the same things as I've done before, do you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's been absolutely fine. But, you know, sometimes things change. But obviously, if it was your first child, I guess someone might feel a bit more of a way. But because I have experienced breastfeeding, obviously, with all the other 6 children, my main concern is just that she's full up enough.
Yes.
Good girl, you're doing really well with that one. Yeah, you're opening up your mouth. Is it yum yum? Yeah, my main concern is that she's full up, and I've really found that, you know, for the beginning part of the day where she's quite sleepy, it's been alright if I've given her a feed, but come the end of the day and trying to settle her down at night time, one, I've not really felt my boobs filling up that much.
Right.
And then when I go to feed her, she's there sucking, but I'm a bit like, I don't think you're getting enough, and then she keeps waking up when we go to put her down to sleep.
Got ya.
And the times when we've given her a bottle before bed, I feel like she's settled a bit better, and then put her down and she's kind of seems satisfied. Do you know what I
You're a
mean?
very hungry girl, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah, very
Yeah, she's
hungry
actually
girl.
doing really, really well, isn't she?
Doing very well.
She's
And she hasn't done any like gagging or anything like that.
No, well done, Poppy.
She's
well
actually like clearly
done. Go on.
clearing the spoons.
Yeah, oh right, yeah. No
She
doubt,
is.
no
Well
doubt.
done, baby girl. And also, like, just a pointer as well. You can get different types of baby spoons, guys. You definitely don't want to start with a metal one when you first have start weaning.
Is that because it's too hard?
It'll be too hard on their gums. Oftentimes in shops, it does have a guidance of the age on the packet, but then there are like rubbery spoons, and then there's also plastic spoons.
Okay.
And I like to start off with more of the rubbery ones because at this kind of age, well, with my babies, they tend to start teething as well, and I think she's teething a bit. And the spoon is quite nice for them to chew on, and I just feel like the rubbery one is a bit less harsh than even just the plain plastic one.
Yeah.
You're getting that down, Bubs, aren't you? Good girl. She's doing well, yeah. I mean, obviously this is the
She's
first
not gonna eat
time.
all that, right?
Yeah, this is the first time we're trying it. I doubt she's gonna eat all of this. But literally, when it comes to weaning, I think you can just go for as long as they're happy to keep trying for,
Right.
and they keep opening up their mouth for, and they're not crying. So you're doing well, Bubba. I'm actually really impressed with how she's doing because this is the first time. I've never tried it before, like giving her anything. I was like, we're gonna wait to do it first time
Literally,
on camera.
with you guys, Grimwade gang.
Grimwade gang, you're here doing it
First
with
time,
us.
And she seems very, very happy.
Yeah. Does anybody else want to have
Yeah.
Oh, Hallie said I do first. There you go, Hallie. And then you can all take it in turn. But let me give her a little bit of water, sorry, because she hasn't had any water yet. It's the first time she's trying to cup like this as well. You're going to try some water? Ooh, big girl. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Gosling.
She was drinking it down. Good girl, you're doing so well. What a good
I
job.
think this much is enough.
Go on, Hallie, I'll chat while you feed her. I don't feel like, oh my gosh, this food is taking my place. Because like I said before, the main thing is that she's full up enough, do you know what I mean? And she's satisfied and happy. She's giving us a big smile here, so she's very happy. And also, like, Tim and I were having a discussion the other day with someone about, what's our parenting style like? And we literally go on instinct. So, for example, some people might be worried about, is the consistency okay? Is it too thick? Is it too thin? All this sort of stuff. And you just have to think, well, what is my child used to? They used to milk, okay, I'm gonna do it, not too thick for them. But at the same time, I felt like with her, because this is probably sorry, Hallie, this is probably a slightly thicker consistency than I've tried maybe the others with. But I just felt like, because I could tell how kind of hungry she is for proper food, I felt she'd be able to deal with it. And that is just my mothering instinct. At the same time, if I gave it to her and she was really not doing as well as she is now, I maybe might go, okay, I'm just going to mix a bit of baby rice into her milk and give her, put a wider hole in her bottle, and that might fill her up.
And I think that's so important. What you're teaching people basically is that it's cool to adapt. Like, it's cool to not get it perfect first time around.
Of course.
And then you kind of just use your logic.
Yeah, you just use your mothering instinct and your brains.
And is it probably better to start it thicker because you can always add like more water or milk, whatever it is?
Yeah, there's obviously that as well. I mean, when I was mixing it earlier, I started off with I think 3 teaspoons of the powder, and I added 1 spoon of the powder and 3 spoons of the milk, and I thought this is way too thick, so then I just added more. You see, I just poured it in from the bottle, just to get to a consistency that I felt would be okay. And even like with the banana, yes, you can put it in a liquidizer. Do you want some water?
Yes.
Let's try this a bit of water. Oh, there you go.
Alright, if everyone's wondering, Ruben is crashed out there, and
else can
Houston
try
is also in her bed.
Yeah.
Hello, gorgeous.
Do you want to make way?
You're doing so well. Is Hosanna going to do something? Yeah, she's looking at that.
Even little things like that. I felt like just then she was telling me, Mummy, I want a little bit of you to feed me.
Yeah.
And also, I want a change right now because she started fussing a bit for the food. So I thought, well, maybe she wants some liquid. And now she's back to eating. As much as babies can't talk, they can talk.
They can communicate for sure.
They can communicate,
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure.
Yeah. Who's had a go? Hosanna, Hallie?
Yeah.
Me.
You've had a go?
Have you had a go?
No.
Oh, you're waiting for your
You've
go.
had a go, yes. Okay, so these two are going to have a go as well.
Smells a bit like a banana like milkshake.
Yeah, it's a bit like banana porridge because it's baby rice and banana mixed together. And you can obviously buy it already flavoured that way. But I just thought I'd put some banana in it myself. And things that I do, like for example, when they do stuff, sometimes make the change from even from breast milk to bottle milk or from just milk to food. If you feel like they're getting a bit bound up because there's a lot of new stuff for their stomach, what I then do is like I would take a cup of water like this, either put like a bit of prune juice in it, a tiny bit, or squeeze some juice from some actual oranges into it, and I feel like that kind of helps clear out their system. One thing that has always worked, all of my children, is blueberries, and obviously at this age you would have to take off the skin of the blueberry and squeeze it inside into their maybe food like porridge or water or whatnot, or you can chew it up and put it in their mouth like I like to do, or you can put it in a blender, but blueberries definitely help to clear out the system. Yes, darling?
Can they have mashed up blueberries? Just like mashed up blueberries?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You can just mash it up, but just because the skins, you have to be a little bit careful because babies don't know how to clear their throats yet. Oh, she's telling you this.
Yeah.
You're telling us.
It's another type of fruit. They look a little bit like dates. Do you know what a date looks like? Yeah. Harper, would you like to have a go?
Yeah.
Go on, Harp.
Go on then, Harper. Go on, Harp, you have a go. I don't think we're going to even have to try and use this one with her today because she's been absolutely happy with the baby one.
Yes.
A bit more. Num 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 num. There we go. And then you can just use the spoon to, yeah, good girl. Oh, Harper's a pro. There you go. You see the Tekka? She just turned the spoon around in her hand like that.
Wow, Heartsy loves. Well done. Very
Good girl. Do you want a bit more water? A little bit more?
Oh, some water's coming.
Mummy,
Yes, darling.
what's these little like brown bits?
That's the banana. The banana tends to go brown quite quickly as well, so, but it's all good. It hasn't gone off, it's fine. It's just the air gets into it. Do you have any other questions, guys, about this whole feeding process?
Saying that, they probably know a lot because they've done it a lot.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
it depends where you are in the chain of 7.
Oh, there you go.
What's that, babe?
Except like Hezzy, he's
Like
got
Hezzy.
6.
Oh, let me
Yeah,
just, yeah, there you
Hezzy's
go.
done seen it all.
You're
Talking
yummy
about Hez, you
now.
want to go, Hez?
Go on, do you want to let Hez just have a last go?
Feed your youngest sister. There you go. And I'm sure, oh my gosh, imagine Houston was up right now, boy.
Oh yeah, she'll be trying it everywhere.
She'd be like, it's my turn. Put it in your hair, up your nose. You never know, she might do really well. But I'm sure there'll be a time, Grimwade Gang, when you, if you stick around, not on this vlog, but on another one, where you'll probably see Houston helping to feed the baby. But Grimwade Gang, if you've got any specific questions on like weaning or, you know, the process of weaning, please put it in the comment section below. Get to us on our Instagram, at the Grimwade family, at Ella Grimwade, at Hezzy Grimwade,
At
the
the
Grimwade
Grimwade
girls. Yes, darling.
When's the next time that we're gonna...
2 secs, at Timothy Grimwade, at Rue Grimwade, at Baby H Grimwade. Although the Baby H one is kind of,
It's
you
a
know,
weird
it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Because it was to Houston, but now this is Baby H. So hey, sorry, Harper, go on.
when's the next time that we're gonna be feeding Hayden?
Well, I'm just going to see how she goes. If I feel like
That's a
later
good
on,
question.
yeah, it's a good question. If I feel like later on this evening she could do with some more food, then I'll probably mix up some more of the same stuff for her and give her some more and see how she gets on
Seems
with
like
it.
she really likes it.
She does, because she doesn't even seem like she wants to stop yet. So yeah, I shall continue to feed her and see how she gets on. So yeah, Grimwade Gang, I hope you've enjoyed watching Halo Monet wean or start the weaning process for the first time. Yeah, and I'm sure you're going to see her change and progress onto lots of different foods, and we'll see how she gets on. We love you, Grimwade Gang, and we shall see you on the next video. Bye.
Stone. Let's be honest, sounds like home.